Well, let's get to sex. Not only does it sell, it saturates our society. According to the National Council on Sexual Addiction, 25 million Americans visit cyber sex sites between 1 to 10 hours a week. The council also says between 18 to 24 million people in this country are sex addicts, perhaps now including pro golfer Tiger Woods, who's reportedly undergoing treatment for the condition. Brittany Morehouse is here to help answer the question, when does sex become obsession?
Well, for that answer, Derek, I turned to both an addiction specialist and a certified sex counselor. Both agree sex becomes an addiction when it interferes with major aspects of your life, your finances, your health, your career, your marriage. So we wanted to know, with sex everywhere you turn, how can anyone overcome the addiction?
What is a sex crime? Not getting any.
It's in the movies, from the classic scenes to the fresh Hollywood faces. It's in music videos, from legendary raps to the latest Billboard hits. And it's on TV, from the old fiction hits to the new reality craze. Sex is everywhere, reminiscent for some.
I grew up in the 60s, and that was the era of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And there was a lot of sex all the time, everywhere.
But this time around, the saturation has a negative connotation.
We have been progressively, less tolerant of this type of behavior.
Culturally, we just have this taboo about sex.
Sex therapist Kathleen Glass says that's one reason we're starting to see it cross the line.
Sometimes it's the whole excitement about getting away with something.
And she says all of the time, it's never really about sex.
Whatever one does in their sexual acting out has a particular meaning to them. And to me, getting to the underlying meaning is a key element to getting control.
But is control possible with all this?
It's just as treatable as all the other addictions.
Addiction psychotherapist Anita Gadhia-Smith.
You can't escape it, but what you can do is minimize triggering situations. And there are two types of triggers. There are internal triggers and external triggers. With sexual addiction, it's important to look at both and to try to minimize those high-risk situations.
So internal triggers, that could mean making sure you're never feeling lonely. Call a friend when you feel that emotional state coming on. For external triggers, it may mean avoiding certain magazines and, yes, Derek, turning off the TV.
Brittany Morehouse, thank you for that. Well, now,